man, the myth, the legend.
Exactly the #1 market.
Feel that. Cooked potatoes, look out there, MB.
It'll be the Raptors on the tip. Obviously, both these teams love to attack the glass, rebounding, so that stat, Greg, could end up being a deciding factor here tonight.
There aren't going to be any free second chances tonight. The squad need to be ready to get physical and fight for every single possession.
Clock is at 3. Here's Barnes. Rebound the Lakers. This is their first look at this year's Toronto squad.
Should be an interesting game as these teams don't see a lot of each other being from different conferences.
Right. They'll meet 2 times this year, East versus West. Let's see which team can enforce their style of play.
LeBron kicks to Uzo. And it's off from three-point range. Well, it was the Raptors winning their last game against Boston.
Well, you saw how dialed up they were from distance. The defense just couldn't get out to everyone.
And that explains their three-point percentage. They had more than a few players giving the defense absolute fit from range.
Oh, pocket and deflects off the backboard. Beverly against Van Vliet. Uzo, the pass to Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
And all Davis needs is the right positioning. Once he's established, dunking becomes easy.
Now here's Barnes. A 14-point game for him in the win against Boston.
Just setting tone with an aggressive move to the rag. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Achua. Van Vliet looking around. Back to Achua. And Davis sends it back.
The incredible length of Davis. He uses it to perfection to come up with the block.
Kicks it out to MP. Brian James on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Trent against Beverly. Here's Davis. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Davis has got his second basket of the night.
In offensive rebounding, really all about hustle. And with Davis, that's hardly ever in question.
Now, here's Trent. In the game against Boston, very impressive. Van Vliet passes to Achua. And stolen by MP. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit this on that one.
And the offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And Kevin, little plays like that one will help them manage this lead heading into the half. How about the determination?
Here's Barnes. That's tipped. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ilyasova.
Just you wait until we start caring. Then it's on.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Here's Barnes. The 10-footer finds the target. Barnes has got his second basket.
How about Scotty Barnes showing off his IQ and pick and roll? Does a nice job finding his teammate.
So is it first to find Scotty Barnes' position? Point forward, probably. I guess that'd be correct.
I guess, Kev, and it almost doesn't matter, right? Because what we know about Scotty Barnes is he's got big-time talent. He can make plays, he can get downhill, he can rebound and run with the basketball in his hand. And think about it. He is a guy still with so much upside. Imagine when he locks in completely and understands the NBA game. Sky's the limit.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from...
Is the first meeting between these two teams this year, so there'll be some feeling out at the beginning. But he told me sometimes that's when we're at our best. We're relying on our instincts and awareness at the offensive end. Kevin, we'll see if that holds true.
Thank you, David. So, Greg, shooting, their number one concern coming into tonight.
It's more important that you take good shots if you want to have a chance to make them.
And I think that requires making plays for one another. Move the ball and shooting opportunities will present themselves.
Now, Ilyasova. After OG Anunoby missed from long range. Here's MP. And he drops in the lane off glass.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. Van Vliet against MP. Achua kicks to Trent. Pass to Van Vliet. 5 on the clock. And the rejection by MP. James outside. Pass to Ilyasova. And Ilyasova throws it down.
Well, this is why you can run the offense and play LeBron at point guard. If you're open, he will find you.
Van Vliet against MP. Now here's Van Vliet. He's guarded closely, and he makes good on the layup.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Beverly against Trent. The kick out to Ilyasova. MP outside. And they double up MP. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Wow, the passing skills on full display. LeBron James once again orchestrating like a maestro.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn around.
Yeah, well, now you just need a bucket to take some momentum.
Once against Ilyasova. Barnes passes to Achua. Van Vliet outside. On deep. Van Vliet can't get that one to fall.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys, are you crazy? Where's the foul?
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Score breakdown for Los Angeles.
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open for a lot of the damage coming in transition. There's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
And there it is for him. And that's 10 points for Davis.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. Some changes for Toronto. Ken Burge is checked in for Achua. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Barnes. And Flynn subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Westbrook's checked in. Now here's Flynn. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. They set the pick. Porter inside. Covered by Bron. There's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And here, Boucher is checked in. Thomas Bryant, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Lakers leading by 11. James, the pass to Uzi. It's good. MP's got 6 points.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So great profile for a modern NBA defense.
Flynn, and Davis sends it back. James finds Davis. Yes, picking up the assist. He's got 12.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Now here's Flynn. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Boston. The pass to Porter. Inside. A nice shot by Flynn.
Boy, Otto Porter with the pretty delivery. That's nice.
Uzo dishes to James. Releases. And another basket for the Lakers.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Here is Flynn, following the basket by LeBron James. And that's his first foul. On defense, the Lakers. 15-point game. Flynn the pass to Birch. Big out Porter. Boucher sets a screen for Porter. Get it back. Boucher's shot is off.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
They get it back. Pass to Toscano. Over to the wing. Here's Westbrook. Buries it from about 10 feet away.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now, here's Trent. He's still scoring so far in this one.
I see him.
Here's the screen to the middle. 6 to shoot. That's in. He found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
That's unselfishness from Trent Jr. We know he wants to score, but when your teammate's that wide open, just simply put the ball where it needs to be.
Now here's Bryant. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Now Flynn, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Pass to Boucher. Now here's Porter. Down low. And contact on the shot. Being added to.
You wouldn't be going off like this if the pressure was on.
And Scotty Barnes, the Rookie of the Year in 2022 in the NBA.
And you could argue he was maybe the biggest surprise of the 21 draft. Made a huge impact on the floor immediately. If you did a redraft of that class, he'd be closer to the top.
And will be at the forward with Barnes next to him. Then it's Van Vliet. Then there's Achua. And it's Flynn in at the point guard position. So that's a 5 in the game for Toronto. Flynn the pass to Achua. And Davis sends it back.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And
prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
the first free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot.
basketball player who will affect winning with both his offensive ability and his defensive versatility.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
And there's the drive. Chalk up 2 there. And the Lakers lead by 14.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much, and we can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, DA. Thank you so much. And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Jam. Barnes with it. He's got 10. To the inside. Achua hits it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
Ilyasova against Barnes. Here's Flynn. Off target with 3.
And they got a biggie, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
They grabbed their own miss. Raptors trail by 18. Anunoby in the corner. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. Trent's checked in for Toronto. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 10-2 run here. And Uzo kicks to LeBron. MP with a screen on Anunoby. And it's in there. James has got 15.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And the Raptors call time here.
The answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
Achua finds Anunoby. Van Vliet against MP. Now here's Barnes. D right on him. Shot clock at 5. Off target from outside. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for Los Angeles. From downtown. And LeBron James for 3. He got 18.
I am simply blown away by his accuracy. He has made every shot, and what's most important, his team is winning.
Ilyasova against Barnes. Over Ilyasova. The dunk by Achua.
When you have vision at the forward spot, it always opens up and elevates a team. Scotty Barnes passing on display.
MP deciding where to go with it. Out to the wing. Fires the 3. It doesn't. Raptors trail by 21. Van Vliet outside. On the wing, Barnes. And James pulls it down. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 15-4 run right now. On the wing, MP. Good, and the assist goes to James. And that's 15 point for MP.
Oh, the defense has to stay attached to him on the perimeter.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And the dunk by Barnes.
It's problematic for the defense because Scotty Barnes has been allowed to catch his rhythm, and his game is really flowing right now.
On you, Tom.
There are high school refs better than you guys.
Underappreciated aspect of it. Why is that?
It's like a dance. You're eluding the defender mostly with your feet. The ball handling part is just making sure the ball comes along for the rack.
And so he hits both.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
Barnes against Ilyasova. Barnes passes to Van Vliet. Connects from three-point range. Van Vliet's got 6 points in the quarter.
I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
Here's Davis. 9 for 9, looking deadly accurate. Like guys, he cannot miss.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Toronto call time.
Easy layups, sure, but it's been a non-stop parade to the foul line.
Set it up.
Barnes outside.
Get the perimeter.
Shooting foul as
Gets that defense to commit and accepts the contact.
Thomas Bryant, he's checked in for Ilyasova. Los Angeles leading by 21. Uzo, the pass to LeBron. Davis with the screen on Barnes. MP outside. And LeBron throws it down hard.
LeBron James, ever the showman, with an exceptional slam there. One of the best dunkers in the history of the game.
Van Vliet outside. Barnes finds Van Vliet. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far second quarter.
And the D has gotten a little bit lax here defending the triple.
Right against Barnes. To the paint. Here's Achua. And Davis sends it back. Van Vliet against MP. Shoots over Van Vliet. And LeBron gets it to go with the assist by MP. MP's got assist number 8 now on the night. Barnes against Bryant. And it's sent back to Bryant.
Boy, you'd love to see more necessary to send shot back.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Cam Burks is checked in for Precious Chu. Boucher comes in for Barnes. And Porter subbed in for OG Anunoby. And then for Los Angeles, Reeves is checked in. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Patrick Beverley. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. To the left wing. Davis kicks to Uzo. And they double up MP. Here's Bryant. Again, Los Angeles.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Now the Lakers on the break. Good. He's now got 10 of 10 from the field.
Westbrook on multiple occasions has averaged double-digit assists. You know he knows exactly when to deliver the pass.
Here's Van Vliet. Good for another field goal. Number 5 on the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Leaves the pass to Uzo. He feeds it to Davis. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. From deep, Trent. Can't hit that one. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Los Angeles on top, just dominating this one. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Hello, folks. Is this the halftime show? Yes, it is. And kicking it off, let's quickly look at the Western Conference standings.
You take a look at the Lakers. They've been awesome so far this year. That was expected from the good analysts who know what they're talking about. We've got one on this panel, and it's called Shaq O'Neal. You don't know about the other two.
And now, what a start to this game for Anthony Davis, the big man getting it done.
Well, he's putting up some SLNs in the paint.
What's that?
Oh, that's Shaq-like numbers for those in doubt.
No shying away for giving out those elbow sandwiches. Hey, see what I said? Sandwiches. And he's cashing in.
Sandwiches, cash. Oh, I'm getting hungry and I'm broke.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been a clinic out there by James.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Taking a look at Los Angeles, they've got LeBron James. Davis is out there with Ilyasova. Then it's MP, and it's Beverly in at the 2-guard spot. Van Vliet against MP. Barnes down low. Back to Van Vliet. Got it. Good job in the low post. Van Vliet's got 14.
Yeah, this guy's cooking right now. Fred VanVleet has found his rhythm, and the defense better step up here.
And Fred VanVleet, a player who has always shot well from outside.
And Kevin VanVleet has continued to kind of take on more of an offensive load, increased his volume while maintaining efficiency. Not every player able to do that.
Barnes passes to VanVleet. Back to Trent. 6 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. VanVleet can't get it to go.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
James finds MP. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. James has got assist number 7 for him tonight.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. VanVleet passes to Achua. Misses the layup.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
LeBron kicks to Ilyasova. On the wing, MP by Trent. Back to MP. Here's the 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
For 3, VanVleet. He doesn't hit that one. And the Lakers going the other way now. After this one, they're off to Philadelphia to take on the 76ers. And they're playing through a string of road games that will be game 5 of the 6 on the road. MP sets the screen for Ilyasova. Back to MP. It's good that takes him to 7% shooting this game. 10 for 13.
Ow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Barnes against Ilyasova. That one goes in. Barnes has got 16.
Boy, Scotty Barnes, the complete package. Nice interior finish there.
Uzo, the pass to Davis. And yes, it's good.
And what a great start to the second half. They've hit everything they've looked at thus far.
Ilyasova against Barnes. It's hauled in by Ilyasova. Ilyasova's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And there's the bucket from MP.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Barnes outside. There's the drive. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. They set the screen. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 17 points in the game.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
Here's James. And again, it's the Lakers.
Well, he might be picking his spots a little bit more often these days, but LeBron James turning it on the offensive end.
Barnes down low. Working on Ilyasova.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Beverly dishes to Huza. Back to Beverly. Davis the screen on Brent. Here's Beverly, and it's good for 2. Beverly's at his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, Patrick Beverly making use of the floater game, so important in today's NBA, particularly at his size.
And that one's good, Barnes.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for, consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And it's been a productive night for Davis, staying so active on offense and taking every chance to score.
It's rebounded by Ilyasova. Los Angeles has gotten all 4 of the three-point shots to go down since halftime. They're lighting up here. Here's David. It's hauled in by Trent. And so it's Trent with it. He brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. Down low and stolen by Ilyasova. James against Anunoby. And the bucket is good. 3-point play.
Slow down, ref. Let them play.
At the free throw line this season, how about over 9%?
11 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And here's Trent. From past the arc. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Los Angeles. Right after this. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. We've got Wayne Ellington, Josh Jackson up there with the Chua, and it's Champagnie in at the power forward position. It's the 5 out there for the Raptors.
And not only does he get all the way to the rim in traffic, but how about he goes to the reverse?
You got to be kidding me. That was awesome. MP sets the screen for Davis. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. Davis has got 28 points for the game.
Confident shooting there. AD sending a message to defenders. You better come out and guard me.
Banton. The Lakers with the rebound. Davis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. MP outside. The shot. The Lakers get it back in a new 14. Kicks to Davis. MP with a screen on Jackson. 5 to shoot. MP, that's for 2. The shot comes out, so the Raptors will take it the other way. Right side Jackson. And the layup's good off the glass. Jackson's got his first points in this one.
Well, this guy is developing more and more of an interior game, and I like watching Josh Jackson convert this close to the cup.
Here's Davis into the lane. Basket good.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Manton, the pass to Achua. Here's Banton, covered by MP. Shots good by Banton.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And here's MP for 3. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taken advantage of a really tired defense.
Here's Banton, covered by MP. Passes to Champagny. To the middle. There's another block.
And swatting shots away with ferocity.
GA, he is not messing around in this one. To the inside. Brown the pass to Jones. Here's MP. And that comes off the assist by Jones. 37 points for MP.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
That one rolling around and rims out.
Listen, if you're that wide open, you have to take the shot, even if it's not your favorite.
Reeves gets the bucket.
And ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball offensively.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Here's Jackson. No good again that time. The Lakers have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Davis with the bucket.
Well, you're not going to stop that. Once Davis gets the ball that deep, game over.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Champagny. And again, no good by Toronto.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
Uzo, the pass to Reeves. From outside, off the mark.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. Ken Burge is checked in for Achua. Los Angeles is on 1-2 from range here in the fourth. Uzo, an easy 2-point on the layup. MP is 39.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Outside Jackson. Last season, of course, Marcus Smart won the Defensive Player of the Year. You know, Greg, it's rare to see a guard win it. Should perimeter players get more consideration from this point on?
It's tough, Kev. I do think they should. And I think the numbers, though, tend to favor the rim protectors. But it's only right to recognize great defense at every position, especially in an age of positionless basketball.
And the pass, Birch. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Here's Banton. Just 5 to shoot. On the way. And Josh Jackson picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And Toronto. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that about wraps it up. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
unbelievable game, MP.
Let's go.
Playing your tail off out there.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you.
That trade rumor really lit a fire into you, huh?
Man, all I keep thinking about is being better than Shep. I mean, I am literally obsessed right now.
This team still wants to trade you after this run you're on. I'll resign. No cap.
Okay.
I'm serious.
Really, Coach?
I am serious. You've been that good. I don't want to work for an organization that can't see that.
I hate to break up this little love fest you got going on here, but MP, you're wanted in the press room.
Make sure to let them know. This is your team now.
It's time for you to plead your case. Now, I don't want you to take any questions when you're in there.
Whoa, no questions.
No. Talk about why you've proven that you belong here. All right? You'll never have a better chance than now. Support for this trade on social is dipped below 10%.
So you want to strike while the iron's hot?
Exactly. Speak from the heart. And then leave.
It sounds so easy, though.
It will be. You've got this, MP. It's your time.
I'll see you, Ash.
Yeah.
What's going on, everybody? I figured do this thing a little bit different this time. So we're gonna hold the questions and I'm gonna just talk to y'all for a little bit. Now, ever since I was drafted, there's been talks about if I belong here or not. You know, first it came from the fans, then it came from the talking heads, and then it came from people within my own organization questioning my skill, my heart, and my leadership. And through all those attacks, I kept my head down. I kept my mouth shut, and I worked to the bone. I did everything that I could to make sure this team wins. I did everything that I could to make sure that people in my community are thriving. And I did everything that I could to make sure the people around me found success. But where does that get me? On the trading block. And for Shep Owens of all people. Someone who I've been outperforming my entire career. This future star you speak about. What does he do better than me? Does he jump high? Run faster? What? Stronger? What? Give me something. But that's cool, because I win games. So my question to you is, what matters more? Highlight plays or championships? Because if you want to talk about a leader, the only person that Shep Owens has led is Shep Owens himself. That is it. He has no idea what it means to be a leader. He has no idea what it means to be a part of a team or a community. He has no idea about any of that. That guy is simply all ego and no heart. I mean, how can I make it more clear that I am exactly what the city needs? I mean, if the tape doesn't do it, and the numbers don't do it, and the people whose lives I've affected positively doesn't do it, what's gonna do it? I mean, the people attacking me, do they even care anymore? Or do they just want to sell you a narrative? But you know what? That's of the past. Because I'm here to stay. So I just need for you guys just to get behind me on this one. Just trust me on this one. I am exactly who you guys need to be leading this team, to be the man of the city. So all I'm asking is just trust me. Because soon enough you will see. Thank you guys for your time.
There he is, boys.
Yeah.
It's the franchise.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Way to step up.
I got you.
I just got a request from Top Takes Daily. They want to have you on to talk about that epic rant.
Okay, so it played well.
Oh, yeah. Social is buzzing. They're calling it your superstar moment.
Okay, that sounds good.
It's very good, and Top Takes Daily is just going to amplify your message. I'd say the chances of you getting traded at this point are between, I don't know, 0 and 2%.
So it's still possible.
Well, yeah, anything is possible, but I'll take the 98% odds. This is great. You should shower before you get to that studio, because it's overwhelming. Go. Meet me at the studio. Get dressed, go, shower, thoroughly. Come on. you feeling?
I
Any
feel good.
questions before you go on?
Nah, no questions. I feel really good. Stan seems super cool. I'm ready for it.
Interesting.
What? What's up?
Looks like Othello is out.
Stop playing.
He just tweeted that.
Hold
He's
on.
out.
Let me.
No.
Give me your phone.
Oh my.
Give me a sec. Give me a second. Okay. After spending the last 7 years of my NBA career helping build this team the city deserves, blah blah blah. It is with great sadness I announce that I'll be stepping down from my role as general manager effective immediately.
Give me my phone.
Hold on, there's more. It has become clear in the recent days that I share a different vision for the future of this franchise than the current leadership
They're
group.
coming. Give me my phone.
And we have mutually decided to part
I've
ways.
told you all of this.
Crazy.
Never keep
MP, thank you so much for coming. I'm sure you've probably already heard things by now.
Focus.
You know,
Right?
obviously, we're...
Oh, looks like you got what you wanted. Hope you're ready for it. We're going to be asking you about it.
Obviously, we're gonna have to cover this. You game to change topics?
That depends, Jocelyn. Are you game to cover Othello's unfortunate departure with a fair and balanced perspective?
You know how this works, Ashley. News happens. Kendrick and JJ react. I mean, I can't tell them what to say.
We both know that Kendrick has a certain agenda when it comes to MP.
With all due respect, you were well aware of Kendrick's views regarding your client before agreeing to this interview. So I guess I'm just trying to figure out what exactly has changed here.
I'm just trying to make sure that you don't railroad my client on national television.
That is not fair. We don't railroad. We don't do gotcha interviews.
Hey. Ashley, I appreciate your intensity too. But let's just take a breather. I'll answer whatever question you guys got. I have nothing to hide.
Great. You're on in 30.
Wish me luck.
Look, your access to MP is a privilege. It's not a right. Remember that. What is so funny?
Oh, please. You should be paying us for this publicity. Your client just eviscerated his enemy and now gets to brag about it on national television. Pretty sure that's as big as a win as there is. But thank you.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We are joined by the hottest story in the NBA right now, MP, welcome back to the program.
What's going on, fellas? Thank you for having me, man.
Yeah, all right. Originally, we were going to have you talk about your epic rant from the press conference yesterday after your stellar performance, but we have just learned that your GM, Othello Akpem, has resigned, and I'd love to get your hot take on that.
Yeah.
I know this is a delicate topic, MP, but obviously we all saw the reports that Othello Akpem was attempting to trade you for Shep Owens.
Yeah, that's right.
So my question is, how does it feel to come out on top in such a public power struggle?
No, well, hold on. At the end of the day, this city is my home. These are my people, this is my team, and this is where I want to finish my career. All right? Now, Othello clearly didn't think I was the right guy for the franchise, which is very unfortunate because he's no longer going to be here. But from this point going forward, I'm just focused on that same goal, deliver a championship to the city.
MP, you know and the world know I'm one of Shep's biggest fans.
Yeah, and one of my biggest haters, too.
Oh, slow down. I'm not a hater. I just call it like I see it. And right now, the way I see it, I got to eat a little crow. You got a mean streak in you, boy. You got that killer instinct that, quite frankly, I ain't think you had.
I mean, thank you, but is there a question in there?
Yeah. Where's this version of MP been hiding?
You know, fellas, I'm not really one of those people that just have to tell everybody what I'm about. I'm just about it. So if you missed it, you know, I don't know what to say. Pay close attention next time, I guess.
And speaking of killer instinct, the reason we originally asked you on the show was to talk about the legendary press conference you just gave. Can you tell us a little bit about that, how you decided that it was time to speak up for yourself so publicly?
That was a spur of the moment thing. You know, all the noise about Shep, you know, when quite frankly, I've been outperforming him my entire career since high school. You know what I'm saying? And then you add in the trade rumors, the the disrespect, the questioning my leadership style. I had enough, you know? And which also was me reaching my breaking point.
MP, there was some speech, kid.
I'm impressed as well. You really put it all out there.
Listen, man, I had to, you know? That was it. I had to.
You certainly did, and now you'll be leading the C into the future as the unquestioned cornerstone of that franchise. MP, thank you for coming by.
Oh, man, anytime, man.
All right.
Appreciate it. Come on, Perk, bring it in.
Oh, look
I
at
know
that.
you always hating, but come on. I mean, cool now, bro. You cool now.
Yeah, we all right, man. We all right.
That's my
It's a
guy,
lot
man.
of pressure on you.
So, Freddie, what do you think? I mean, it's not bad, huh?
It's really impressive. The space, the people, the map.
Hey, man, you told us to win over the city, so this is us winning it.
Big moves require bold action.
Tactical maneuvers, military precision.
No, what did I tell you about this war
I
analogies?
mean, yeah, it makes me
Doesn't
seem
look
not
good on you.
genuine, but it's okay.
Is
I mean,
it?
we all know Ricky's heart's in the right place.
Yeah, see?
But he doesn't know.
You guys are a hoot.
We try, man. I mean, we try to keep the comedy flowing around here. Keeps that energy strong.
Yeah, I can see that. And I hate to be a bummer, but and bring up something potentially uncomfortable, but I think we need to talk about Othello.
It's all good, guys. It's all part of the game. Talk to me, man.
Now, I want you to know how sorry we all are as an organization for the way things played out with Othello.
I mean, Othello made his own decisions. It's not the team's fault.
Right, well, that being said, Ashley and I have been working on a really exciting opportunity. Consider it a little thank you from the organization. And from Ashley, of course.
Hey, you guys have been really doing your thing on the PR strategy, so I'm all ears. Talk to me.
Have you heard of Enterprise Monthly?
Who hasn't? I mean, they do all the lists. What? World's Richest Teenager, 30 Disruptors Under 30. Yeah.
Right, and once a year they do an issue on leadership where they crown the next big thing in a variety of industries.
Okay.
Finance, of course, law, politics, science, and maybe even sports.
I went to school with the editor-in-chief, and I've been in his ear about how you're creating a whole new paradigm for the athlete/businessman.
That could open up a whole nother world of business opportunities for us.
And help us move past the Othello storyline once and for all. Put the media focus where it belongs.
Yeah, and that's on your considerable achievements.
Listen, that sounds awesome.
I'll schedule a time for you to meet one of the reporters, Anna Nunez. She's going to see if you're a good fit because this is their best-selling issue and they make a huge deal out of it. So if
Amazing.
she's into your story, she'll be filming it, she'll be putting video segments online, the works.
This sounds pretty cool. Ashley, Freddie, I can't thank you guys enough for setting this up.
Yeah.
Let's get down to work.
Literally what you pay us for, but yes, I will keep you posted. What?
Nothing. It's all good.
Cool. Well, now that that is settled, can we please put the piece on the map?
Right now?
Yes.
I'm sorry, what is happening?
All right, Freddie, check this out. We have this tradition with the map
Oh,
where we
okay,
mark
here
the
goes.
territory that we've won. And since MP has just established himself as the future of this franchise,
Freddie.
oh,
Come on, man. Don't say no. You got the honors,
Oh
man.
my
Come
God,
on,
no,
come on.
no, I couldn't.
Come
I-
on.
I shouldn't-
Fred,
Okay.
slam it, 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 slam it. Oh!
that was very gentle.
No, Mila, that was the best.
That's it?
Well, I didn't want to break anything.
I got caught up in the moment with you. That
You
was great.
guys, you're really something. You know that? This reporter is going to have one heck of a story on her hands.
Thank you.
And next time I'll do it.
You're gonna go all the way with
Yeah, I just didn't want to break anything, so next time I'm going to get it.